Hello, my beautiful drone flying friends. So today we're going to talk about the 7 drone photography ideas that you can use to level up your drone shots. If you're new to this channel, please remember to subscribe and hit that bell notification. I'm going to share with you everything I've learned about owning a drone, maintaining a drone, flying a drone videography, photography, drone fishing, everything. I'd love to share that with you. Now, this video is based on an article which is much more in depth. It's got 20 ideas, not just 7. So go check that out at droneflyingpro.com and go there and type in the search bar drone photography ideas and you'll find the article. Okay, let's get into the first one. Okay, so when you have a drone, when you first get a drone, it's all very exciting, right? It's like cool to go up and just sort of see the world from a brand new perspective. Like, it's just, yeah, it really is quite magical. And then sharing that with other people is just really fantastic to be able to show them the world from a new perspective, you know, that awe-inspiring grandeur of mountains, of oceans, of seeing into the distance. Like, that's what it's all about. But after about sort of 6 months to a year of drone flying, you start to want more. You start to want to express your creative freedom, your creative ideas, but it can be hard to kind of really hone in on what makes a great drone shot. So here I've got the 7 that I think are the most important, but go check out the article for the others. And yes, the first one is changing the perspective. Now, what I mean by that is, you know, flying the drone straight up, looking straight down, pointing the camera straight down, and then forming a little scene or, you know, changing where the floor is in the image. Now, I've got a couple of examples. I'm going to look at them on my computer, but I'm going to put them here. The first one is, you know, there's a very simple scene here with a gentleman and a lady on a beach. You can see the waves. You can see they've got this branch, this sort of like fallen log, and they've created their own little scene, which is bloody awesome. So, you know, sending the drone up, setting a timer and then getting into a shape or getting into, you know, this kind of scene is really cool. The next one is this, you know, this is very common. You look for architectural kind of moments and points in nature or man-made things, and you just kind of like, you know, you don't have to have gravity in the shot anymore. So now the bottom, it's like you can, the bottom of the image, you can jump over things, or you can slide down things, or you can be on a bike, or you can do a wheelie. Like, it just gets rid of gravity, which is really cool. So yes, the first idea I think is really awesome, and it's all about perspective shifting. Okay, the second idea is to use smoke. Now, this is a little bit of a lame example, you know, with the heart and the people in the middle, but it is kind of cute. Now, the thing is, you can use smoke to accent and highlight certain aspects of your image. You know, it is a really striking way to frame someone, something, draw your attention to it. And here they've got a heart, but you can do squares. You know, it's a really fantastic thing. And the smoke is relatively inexpensive. The best place I found online is Peacock Smoke. So go check out the article, and I've got a link to that company in the article. So yeah, using smoke, like, I saw it and I was like, cool, I can't wait to try that for myself. Okay, so the third way is to look for contrast in nature. Now, this doesn't cost a thing. It just causes you to be more conscious about the composition of your shots. And so I like to look at water plus something. Like, that is a great combination, whether it's water and the beach, water and some rocks, water and the forest, like a flowing river. Like, that contrast is just beautiful, and you get so many awesome shapes, colors, natural kind of organic evolution of colors and shapes. And yeah, it just is really nice. So I live pretty close to the ocean, so I get a lot of these contrast shots at the ocean. But yeah, it can be trees and water, it can be trees and sand, trees and rocks. You know, look at a mountainside, is there snow and something? Like, looking for where there's a change in nature is just a really awesome way to level up your shots, then stick someone in the middle, stick something like a subject in the middle, and you've got the perfect shot. And I just absolutely love it. Like all of these shots that I've taken with the kind of water plus beach, I wish I had enough space on my wall to hang them all because they just look great and it doesn't cost a thing. The fourth way is tilt shift photography. So tilt shift became popular, probably about 2 or 3, maybe more years ago now, but it is easier than ever to do. And it just creates these awesome little mini worlds. Like there's a cuteness, there's a kind of, a really nice sort of feeling to the images because they're not threatening, they're little, they're toy-like, they're childlike. Like it gives you a new perspective on, common things. Maybe there's a thing in your city that is just so obvious to everyone, but by taking a photo of it in tilt shift, you see people sort of see it in a different way. So yes, tilt shift photography is great and it's easier than ever. Here are the 2 basic things you need to do to get tilt shift photography right. The first thing is obviously you need to find something to photograph, to have as the subject. So you can head up, it can be just a neighborhood scene, it can be a famous landmark, it doesn't really matter. But what you need to do then is point your camera down at between a 30 and 45 degree angle. And that just sort of gives you that stand over effect, like that you could be peering into a world, not straight down, not like this, but just about 45 degrees. So it gives that idea of you being a giant looking into a world. And then it's really fantastic. You take that over to Photoshop. Once you've got that image, you crop it in, obviously to what you want. But you take that image and there's a blur. You go to effects, blur, and there's tilt shift blur. You change about the settings. I've got a link to a DJI article that goes through this. And it's just really simple, but a really effective way, super cute, super charming, and a really great way to level up your drone shots and also take something that can be quite mundane and turn it into something with character. And that's what I love about this one. So tilt shift is still a winner. So number 5 is go to find a hedge maze or another maze or something with symmetry. The great thing about this is it's kind of like there's man-made aspects, but it's natural. So you get that kind of awesome evolution of color while it's been sort of harshly trimmed in the man-made fashion. So yeah, go to a hedge maze, get straight above it, ask permission if you need to, and look straight down. And it's just that awesome way, like a maze on a piece of paper you love tracing through. Can you get to the middle? And this is just like a real life massive one and with a drone you get to sit right above it, and it gives you that same kind of sense of play and childlike running through the maze. And yeah, it's just an awesome thing. So if you haven't got a maze near you, look for something with architectural symmetry, like something that, like a hedge that has been trimmed, or a row of trees that have been sort of like forced to be a little bit man-made by planting in rows. And so that contrast of nature, but organized, man-made organization in nature, I think is a winner. And that's why I think hedge mazes are a brilliant addition to this list. Okay, number 6 is long shadow shots. Now, I absolutely love these because it completely changes your perspective when you realize that what you're looking at is not the thing, but the shadow of the thing. And there was quite a famous photograph with camels and wild horses a few years ago. And yeah, look, drone shots, if you go there just before not just before sunset, like a little bit before sunset, and you sort of see these long shadows cast, and you get right above your subjects, and the cast shadow is meant to look like them as if they were stood up. That's when you know you've got that perfect timing, and it's just excellent. Like, it's just a really, really cool shot. So it's something that is really simple to do. You just need, animals or people. Get above them, get late at night or earlier in the morning, and it becomes a wicked shot. And the last one is get a group of friends into a massive shape. So this is wicked for weddings, birthdays, barbecues, wherever you have a big group of people. You just have to get them a little bit organized, you know, form a massive heart for a wedding, form their initials of the bride and groom, form a square, a box, an arrow, like getting above people, getting them organized and having people-made shapes is just, you know, it can be a bit kitsch, but it is an awesome way of organizing a group of people, because in a drone shot, when you're really far away, you're not going to see their faces or their features. So what you need to do is form shapes that you can see from that far away or far up. And it does take a little bit of bossiness from the photographer. You know, you got to have your creative vision and then force them into shape. But apart from that, you know, it's a really cool way of taking a photo of a group of people. And I love it. So yeah, just get a little bit bossy and it will be perfect. There we are. There are my 7 top ideas. Like I said, there are 14 more. Yes, there's 14 more on my article. Droneflyingpro.com, go check out that. So type in drone photography ideas into the search bar and you'll find the article. It's got all the links and all the examples. It's got loads more things in there, much more detailed than this video. So I'd love for you to check that out. Let me know in the comments what you would add to this list, and remember to subscribe and like this video if you have found it useful. Okay, I will see you in the next video. Enjoy flying your drone and have a fantastic day, evening, month, week, however long it is until we see each other again. All right, have a fantastic time.